सादे पेन not have any argument. Do not have any argument. That's why you're not specified anything here, and this goes as the object. Okay, this goes as the object. So when we want to resolve the issue for object creation till now, for consumer we used consumer. For predicate we used by predicate. Function by function. For supply we don't have something called by criteria. We have something called as function. Whatever we already said. Then you specify to the generate two things. One is the type of the object, one is the class, and then the other one it is with respect to the type of the data type of the output. So now this is with respect to supplier. Okay, so now going ahead and quickly running it. So please have a look. See product to get. Okay, so here when I go ahead and show it the product, here this product there. And that's what is being printed here. I'm going ahead here below, and I put this product again plus the product. So you will get plus. Okay, this is the respect to supplier. Okay, and now please have a look here. This is with respect to standard interfaces for consumer predicate function and supplier. So next what is there is that we are talking with respect to let's match the exact signature. Okay. Exact signature match. So when I'm showing it by consumer, please have a look here all of you. So please have a look here all of you. Exact signature match. So what is a signature match? What is a signature match? Okay, did we already discuss about by consumer? What is by consumer? Yeah, that's what it is. In the parameters you have to attributes. Okay, you are also that you have to attributes. Now you might be wondering, Priyanka, you were telling me about by consumer, but we actually solved a problem there. But if you can notice that, so please have a look in the by consumer which I showed you. Here. Okay, so see, accept letter. Oh, here this is the object and here this is the values we pass. But now, please have a look here. How many parameters are there? Ellipses of the lambda expression and the RHS of the lambda expression. How many parameters are there? What is the lambda expression? In the ellipses, in the RHS, how many parameters are there? So there is a mismatch. Okay. Mismatch is not actually the part. Okay, hold on. First, let us try to understand. Okay. By consumer, if I have to match the exact signature, okay, then what happens? So you have to and you have to. Correct? Okay. Fine.
सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्ण। स्वागत है आप सभी का मेरी लाइव वीडियो में। सभी लोग इसके क्वेश्चन का आंसर दीजिए। राधे राधे शेखर भैया, स्वागत है आपका मेरी लाइव वीडियो में। जय श्री राम, राधे राधे। आप कहाँ से हैं शेखर भैया? स्वागत है आपका मेरी लाइव वीडियो में। सभी लोग लाइव को लाइक कर लीजिए। जय श्री राम, सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्ण। आप सब लोग इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर जल्दी जल्दी दीजिए। अभी मैं कुछ देर के लिए म्यूट कर रही हूँ क्योंकि कूड़े की गाड़ी आ गई है। आप लोग इसका क्वेश्चन का आंसर देते रहिए। सभी को जय श्री राम, राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्ण। सभी लोग लाइक को लाइक कर लीजिए। जय श्री कृष्ण, राधे राधे। स्वागत है आप सभी का लाइव वीडियो में। जय श्री राम। कुछ देर के लिए मैं म्यूट कर रही हूँ। सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्णा। उषा दीदी राधे राधे, स्वागत है आपका मेरे लाइव वीडियो में। जय श्री राम। थैंक यू लाइक करने के लिए। शेखर भैया राधे राधे, स्वागत है आपका मेरे लाइव वीडियो में। जय श्री राम जी। एक मूवी का भी नाम बोला है। उषा दीदी राधे राधे, जय श्री राम। आप सभी का स्वागत है लाइव वीडियो में। सभी लोग लाइक कर लीजिए। जय श्री कृष्णा। और सभी लोग क्वेश्चन का आंसर जरूर दीजिए जिसको ये पता हो। राधे राधे। आप लोग कहाँ से लाइव देख रहे हैं, प्लीज़ आप लोग लाइव को लाइक कर लीजिए। जय श्री कृष्णा। सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री राम। आप सभी का स्वागत है सपोर्टिव लाइव वीडियो में। जय श्री कृष्णा। सभी को राधे राधे। जय श्री राम। सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्णा। सभी लोग क्वेश्चन का आंसर दीजिए प्लीज़। जल्दी जल्दी कमेंट करिए। आप सभी लोगों का स्वागत है मेरी लाइव वीडियो में। जय श्री जय श्री राम सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्णा।
I hope my syllabus is good. Yeah. So now we're focusing on budget reference. Okay, so see now the scribbles we were using till now. Okay, includes till all the previous topics. From now on is the project already shared now. Text file. Okay, in that we'll be having the scripts. Okay, so now we are dealing with method reference. So see, a method reference is the replacement of lambda expression that points to only one method definition. Okay, so back to the point. Listen for functional interfaces. Okay, for functional interfaces, and you can see what method reference can be defined in four types. You can see the count is given here 3. Okay, one of the types is not used as part of this course. Okay, so we are discussing only 3. Okay, to apply the method reference to a static method, to a constructor, and to the instance method. So what is that? Okay, oh, this is how we are defining the method reference. Okay, we are defining the method reference. Okay, in these ways. Okay, to a static method, to a constructor, to an instance method. How we will go ahead and see. And next, please have a look here. Lambda expression can be replaced with MR for the below conditions. That is signature of the RSS and images of the arrow operators are same. Okay, and lambda expression executes or calls only one method. Okay, now going ahead, please have a look here. Okay, how are you writing here? So method reference is a replacement of the lambda expression. Please make a note point here, participants. Method reference is a replacement of the lambda expression, and if you can notice here we are having the syntax for the method reference. Okay, as in the lambda expression we are using, you are having the arrow operator. Here you are having something called as double colon operator. Okay, arrow operator, the lambda expression, whereas here it is with respect to method reference, we have double colon operator. See, LHS you have either the object or class. How it is being different? Hold on, let me show you that how it is different. Now, on what subjects it will be an object, across the subjects it will be a class, and towards the RS fixed is the method, towards the RS is the fixed, okay, the method. Whereas now, our point of focus is on the types. Okay, and you can see for static method, instance method for an existing object, and now you can record others. The last one, okay, the last one to a constructor. So now when we are focusing with respect to the 3 types which we are discussing, which are the 3 types? For static methods, for instance methods, and for constructor. Okay, so please have a look here for static methods. What is the advantage of having a static method? Why do I have my main method as a static method? Exactly. You don't need to create an object explicitly. You can just directly make use of the object name. If you want to make call, or if you want to access the members of the class. And simple. That's what it is. For static methods, you will have the lambda expression this way, right? How you will have it? the keyword, and that's why class name followed by the colon operator followed by name. Okay, towards the LSS I have the class name and towards the RHS I have the view keyword. I indicating to the structure being called viewing the object. Okay, so now quickly going ahead and let's focus on. Okay, the same approach participle. First I have the photo classes. Okay, the same thing. So yeah, see product is there and customer is there. But what is inside product? Please have a look here. There are the methods. New method, print the name. Okay, print name in upper. Display details. Oh, but I have some view things here because what is the approaches for what is the approach for method reference? Static method, instance method. Static method, instance method, and a constructor, right? So few methods I have made them static, non-static, that is meaning the extent, and I have supposed to have the constructors as well. Okay, so now having understood that we have three types, okay, three types of approaches for achieving method reference. Let's go ahead and look on to the first thing, custom. Before going to show the customer. Please have a look onto this. Okay, you have different request. That is my outline. Right, close it. Not this. Okay, no problem. One second. Okay, so please have a look here. We have where's the method, main method. Okay, so now if I can go ahead and look, I have two methods here. Okay, two methods here. One and second one, two. How do I call this method? Obviously from the main. Okay, so see here, this is my main. I have called to request one, request two. So if I go ahead and look on to request one, so please have a look here. Request one. What is that inside request one? Okay, so please focus here. We are first looking on to understanding method reference. Okay, we are first looking on to understanding method reference, and if you can notice here in the method reference, please have a look. One parameter interface. What is this one parameter interface? Okay, can I see the definition for this? Oh, where is it present? Corporate essential dot lkm dot a dot interface is one parameter interface. Where is it? Oh, here only. It's not a built-in. So is it? It's the one which is written by us itself. What is it? One parameter interface. Oh, don't worry, why too many interfaces are there. Each one for a specific type. Okay. One parameter interface. So now I go ahead and look. Oh, this is for with respect to what? For the name in uppercase. For the name in uppercase. So if you can go ahead and look here. Now, see, first I have written the lambda expression. So for one parameter interface I have created a reference, used the parameter, and you all know here one parameter interface. It is taking one parameter, returning nothing. Okay, the same thing has been used here. One parameter interface. Okay. Name. Now here also you have the name. Okay. And most important thing here, this one parameter interface is of what type? Okay, whether it belongs to what type of tree. Whether it's a constructor, whether it's a static method, or whether it's a instance method. So when I go ahead and show you the Projo class, print the name upper static. Print name upper static. So this is the static method. So when this is a static method, okay, how static method means no other creation required. So name of the class followed by dot operator, meaning we are accessing that particular method. So name of the class dot, okay, print name in upper, and you're passing the parameter. You're passing the parameter, and if you can go ahead here, use the reference and the method which is there in the one parameter interface, print name in uppercase. This is with respect to the static method. So other point of focus here is with respect to the method reference. Okay. LHS, we have the name of the class. In RHS, we have the name of the method. Okay, this is the class. And then for which one is this? Static method. Okay. The static method. And first one, please have a notice your concept. This is very simple. But what is the point here is that here you have multiple lines of comment for the concepts to be understood easily when you come back on the demand day and check that whether it is what's all this. In order to check that deposit become up like 2 months to have this record. You should not feel like you don't know anyway. Okay, so it is the comments for you to come back and look with some idea. Okay, and what do we have next? So this is request one. Request one, we want to put it on that. Similarly, we have some customer. Similarly, we have done for customer one, customer two, for the customer as well. For static, static method. Okay, just the name of class towards the LHS followed by the name of the yeah, I'm just quickly executing. So I'm just executing the requirement one. So Samsung product. Okay, please have a look at here. This is the product class. Okay, where is the customer class? You have given that. Check. Okay, now request. Okay, this will also this is two parameters. If you want to share with me, say like consumer, word two. So let me quickly request to excuse me, display details. And what is display details? So please have a look what is display details.
इस बार जब सरकार बनी है हो सकती है कि सरकार फ्लेवर में ये डिसीजन आधारित कुछ क्लियर नहीं था इसलिए हमें अब देखना होगा
if you can see the title here. Name of method reference. Okay, name of method reference with respect to static. Okay, method reference static. Okay, so static what is the one here? Address. So now going ahead and showing you the next one. Need of method reference non-static. So I just quickly show you. Now we all know how to write for non-static. Non-static means instance. Instance that means create the object. Object towards the LHS, object towards the non-LHS. So keeping that in mind, let's quickly learn. Same thing, same, I'm not going to show you the one parameter interface again because you all know what is there inside that. What is our point of view? When it is with respect to instance method, I need to have it on the object creation on the RHS, object creation on the LHS, and the method on the object on the LHS and the method on the RHS. Same thing when it is with respect to, same thing when it is with respect to parameter. What is two parameter interface? Two articles. Oh, but now if you can notice your participants, whenever I handle the expression, it is compulsory for me to mention arguments. So I have mentioned here product ID, name, there is a product ID name, but in the method reference, am I mentioning about the parameters? Are you worried about the parameters?
कहा जाता है जो 7 रन से चूक गया है।
In the method reference, everywhere am I mentioning about the parameters?
क्या कहना है कमेंट करके
And that's what was our purpose, right? In order to eliminate the mismatch between the number of arguments of the LHS and RHS. Okay? So now you don't have the arguments. It's a better approach. It's the best approach. Okay? And now let us go to the constructor. I know I am not executing this because you are executing this. Tester 1001 I have executed. Tester 1002 you will be executed. Then we go to the constructor. The constructor, everyone knows it's very easy. Just the name of the class, forward double colon operator, Q. Name of the class, double colon operator, Q. Name of the class, double colon operator, Q. Name of the name of the class, double colon operator, this is with respect to, constructor. Okay, this is with respect to the. So now keeping this in mind, I will just show you. See now we have just understood the structure in how we are writing the structure, how we are writing the method reference for the static method, and the constructor. So now having understood this, let's quickly go to what is this reduced AMR. Okay, what is this reduced method reference? Let me show you that. So please have a look here. Okay, so here. Rule 1 reduction. Before arrow and after arrow, signature of same. After arrow is evokes the third OT. Okay, so this approach we have already seen. Meaning, whenever we discuss the previous arrow, that is method reference, the static, non-static, and the constructor, I have already shown you this. So we will go ahead and look here. Number of parameter on the LHS and RHS are same. Same, yes? Okay, thank you. And one, let me show you below also for requirement. How about for here? Please have a look here. Here and here. Two parameters. Absolutely fine. So, okay, this is the rule 1 reduction. Okay, now let me go to by the way. Let me show you the execution quickly. We are with respect to one parameter. We have seen one parameter in this one already. Samsung, Jack. Oh, this one we saw, okay? We already saw. I showed you the execution. Okay, now what is this rule 2? Person, please make a note. Rule 1 reduction. When both are equal, okay, okay, how do we do the reduction from the lambda expression to this way? This way already seen. Whereas in rule 2 reduction, please have a look. This is slightly important. Okay, what is this rule 2 reduction? Before arrow, take a look here. Before arrow and after arrow, signature are different. And after arrow, it works the using the object pass as parameter. This is what was our issue, right? Meaning, when we were applying the object creation in the lambda expression, where you have to apply to the object creation in the lambda expression, then we found out that this is not a way. So what happened there is that, so we tried to have the object creation including the specification of the parameters. Okay, in the parameter level, we try to do the object creation. Same thing is what we are discussing. Yes. Same. First step. Before arrow and after arrow, signature and here how many are there? LHS? Two. Outward from RSS? One. Is it equal? Not equal. Now comes it. Then after arrow it is having the approach directly not the method call, but it is with respect to the object. And now how do I get that object? Okay, all of you know that object has been obtained from here. Okay, in the call of the method as a parameter you would have specified the object creation. Okay, as parameter you would have specified the object creation. And now we got to this. How about this? How many parameters are values? How many parameters are values? No parameters. That's what we discussed previously, right? And the method reference concept. Okay, and the method reference concept, you don't have to worry about it. And can I have the object creation during the call? Okay, I got it as a parameter. Absolutely fine. And that's what it is. So just now just go ahead, instead of specifying an argument, you go and write like this is the one. Let me show you the one parameter parameters. Yes. So like this, see, this is the one. Okay, and what is the name of the variable which is being called? So we have the tier print name upper. See, print name upper. And what kind of method it is? It's a normal method, meaning it is not a static method. And please understand this is a normal method. But now, how did we do it? Do I need an object creation at this level? Yes. Why do I need an object creation at this level? Because we got to know that you can just get this recollected. Please have a look. You can just recollect. We were trying an object through the data expression. Same figure. You need to specify that in the call which is being made to that method in the parameter level. And that time what we have to get is that the name of the class will be the method name will come from. Okay, the name of the class followed by the name. Same thing. The name of the class followed by the method. Name of the class followed by the method. Okay, and see. And this here, carrying the interface along with the application is not a good practice. And this is where we go ahead with respect to the standard functional agent. And that is what we are going to see as the next one. Okay, what is it? Standard interfaces. So in the standard interfaces, if you go ahead and check, this is a better approach. Meaning, now till now what did we understand is with respect to the custom interfaces. Till now what we understood is with respect to the custom interfaces. But now having understood, okay, how you are using the method reference, please make the note here how you are using method reference. Okay, here when you can look on to this. Okay, please have a look here. Consumer. Okay, it's a static method. Which one is a static method? Print name upper is a static method going on to your Dojo class. Print name up static. Yes, it's a static method. So when it's a static method, you all know what you should do. When it's a static method, name of the class towards LHS followed by the name of the method. Name of the class followed by the name of the method. This is with respect to static. Okay, but now please make a note here. Make a note here where we are discussing with respect to standard interfaces and using the method reference concept for static methods. For static methods. Later we have the non-static. Non-static obviously we need the object creation. Object creation goes to LHS. Name of the method goes to RHS. Similarly for everything. But your point of focus and your should be towards here. These are the ones which are on the standard interface. Which are standard interface? We have consumer, predicate, function, and then supplier. So consumer is having access to the method, predicate test the method, function is having apply method, and supplier is having gift method. Okay, so having understood this, okay, so now quickly let me show you the constructor. So this is with respect to instance method, where you need the object creation. Whereas now, please have a look here. It is with respect to the constructor. All of you can guess what? Name of the class followed by double colon operator and new. Okay, name of the method followed by the double colon operator and then new. I'm so sorry, I think I told you that's the name of the method. It's the name of the class. Okay, name of the class followed by double colon operator and new indicating that it's a constructor. Okay, so now we can explain how do we, how this is a with respect to the constructor. So we have a look here. Here in the constructor, okay, see supplier. What will the supplier doesn't take any argument go, right? So in such a case, okay, such a case we are not giving any input as well here. Okay, so that's why here if you can notice here no arguments, no arguments. Supplier what does it do? Get. Okay, so product OBJ dot get. Okay, product OBJ dot get. So this is with respect to the yes, all of you. All of you have signed the concept. Yes, sir? Yes. Okay, so the part I have been discussing here, method reference. So I know I have executed static, okay, and I will do to execute non-static and functionals. Okay, so please go ahead, having understood the concept. Okay, any queries with respect to the concept? Any queries? Any queries? Please go ahead and let me know if you have any queries. okay, it becomes a tedious task because you will be having multiple calls from multiple methods. So in such a case, what becomes the point is that please have a look, okay, from Java 8 in order to avoid this particular use bulk cooker. Okay, you have something called as optional classes. Okay, it is used to remove the need of multiple checks to protect against the null pointer exception during the runtime. Okay, optional is a container object used to contain not null objects. Meaning this class, okay, this is called as an optional class which will contain not null objects. Meaning anything but not null objects. Okay. Now, optional object is used to represent null value as absent value. So how is this happening? Okay, so now we will be saying the usage of uh, how you are having the optional classes and the usage is happening. First, we need to know how do we create the optional class, right? And then we will go ahead and understand its usages first. Let us understand the creation. Okay, so first three methods: empty creates empty object, of method object is not null value. If null value is passed, it throws a null pointer exception. Okay, this is off method. Then off null create optional object with non-null value. If null value passed, creates empty optional object. Okay. Now let's try to understand the creation. Then come back to the usage by the different built-in methods. Now let's go ahead and quickly look on to whatever is the one second. So please have a look here. So here when you're talking with respect to let's have a look here. First, I told you let us try to understand the creation. So here you have different methods. Please have a look. If you can notice, that's why I opened the outline here. If you can notice, we have this is the main. In the main, if I go ahead and check, I have the calls to empty creation, off creation, nullable, get value from optional, check if optional, get value or else, dummy, and throw. Okay, these are the methods that are there. So here, let us try to understand one by one. First, with respect to the creation. Creation of empty optional object. So how do we do that? So first I'm telling you that this is a class. Okay, optional is a class. So please have a look here. Okay, it's present inside java.util. Okay, it's present inside the java.util package. And if you can notice here. Okay, so here I have created a optional object by making use of the empty method. Okay, optional dot empty. And what is the name which I have given? Optional itself. Can I give anything? Name for the object, you can give anything, whatever you want. Okay, but here our point of focus is, please look here. Here, whether the created optional object is empty or not. Why? On the first go I am doing the empty creation. On the first go I am doing the empty creation. If it is empty, I have a method which is called as is empty method. Okay, in order to please have a look here. See, it's also present inside java.util only. Okay, if the value is not present, it returns true. If the value is not present, returns true. Okay, that's what I'm checking. Not present. Okay, meaning it's empty. The reverse of it. It's empty. That's what I'm checking for. Not present. So it returns true. Okay, if it returns true, then the statement should be printed. So now since I have created an explicitly empty object, this results in true, and this should be printed. Okay, that's what is my output here. The first go. Let's quickly check. Empty object, absolutely fine. Now, so please have a look here. Here, when we're talking with respect to empty creation, absolutely fine. Whereas now let's go ahead and quickly look on to off creation. Off creation is it creates an optional object here. Off creation creates an optional object with non-null value. Okay, let us quickly show you. Let me quickly go ahead with respect respect to of creation. Okay, so here I am having a string product name and I am creating an optional object with that optional object with this particular product name being passed. Okay, or as a method available inside the optional object which will contain a object which may or may not contain a non-null value. Okay, if it is present, okay, then returns is present returns true. Okay, let me show you that. Hold on, that is what is the next part. Hold on. So this is of creation. Now, is present. Please look at is present. If it is present, it will return. It should return true. Okay. So now yes, it's present, right? What is present? Television is present. Television we have assigned to product name. It should be present. And see, different cases are given. I will show you quickly. You follow these cases. Okay. First, television value is being passed. Okay. First, television value is being passed. So now I will just go ahead quickly show you. Yes, true. Now what is instead of television I give a null value. Please have a look here. Instead of television I pass a null value. Please have a look. Oh, it threw me a null pointer exception. It threw me a null pointer exception. So if you go ahead and check. So please have a look here. Null pointer exception. Null value is passed. It throws a null pointer exception. Well, now in my case, it is null. Okay, because I used the wrong method. Okay, I'm just doing a control Z for it to work properly. Now going to the next one, of null level. Okay, going to the next one, of null level. So in of null level, what happens is that if it is, see, if null value is passed, okay, if null value is passed, it creates an empty optional object. If non-null value is passed, it considers that non-null value. If if null value is passed, it will go ahead and create a empty. Okay, now empty what of the empty optional object. Let's quickly go on and check whether it does so. So first, I am passing same like the previous. I will be passing television. Okay, so quickly look here all of you. Absolutely fine. True. See? True. And is empty method? It is false. Okay. First for is present, true. For is empty, it is telling false. Because we can't create an empty object. Whereas, now if I go ahead and make television as null. Okay, so I am just running this. Please have a look here. The product name is equal to null. Now you can see the swap of the result. For true and false, it will not be a false meaning. It is not present. Product name is not present. And is it empty? Yes. If it is not present, it is empty. Okay, so it is coming as true. Okay. So now having understood this, let us quickly, first give me another 2 to 3 minutes for the break. Then we will go for a break. Okay, see here. Get the value from optional. Get the value from optional. So getting the value. So now I go to that get the value from optional. So in the get the value from optional, so different cases are there. Okay, so first comment line number 82, 84. Okay. Now it's already commented. Absolutely fine. 88 and 92 as well. Okay, this also should be commented. And then this should be uncommented. First one, get them. So here, what did we do here? Okay, we created using the or, we created an object of product. Where is product? What is inside product? So look here. In product, we have a simple Mojo class wherein we have ID, name, category, price, date of manufacture, and the parameterized constructor as well. So for that, we are assigning the values here. Absolutely fine. And we are using the get method which belongs to the optional class. So what is the get method? If it belongs to the optional class, if a value is present, return the value, otherwise it throws an exception. Absolutely fine. Now value is there? Yes, value is there. So let me go ahead and run this. It will be returning the values. Yes, it is returning the value. Absolutely fine. What if I have an empty empty object. So now I'm just commenting whatever we have executed. And now let's go ahead and check with respect to case 2. Case 2, so please have a look. Oh, you're explicitly creating an empty object trying to use get. So please have a look here. Okay, so this time what you should get no such element exception. No such element exception, no value present. Because empty and you're trying to fetch. So no such element exception. This is case 2. Okay, and then let me go to case 3. Okay, so now in case 3, please have a look. Oh, if you are creating an empty object and you don't want to have exception, so what you should do, you should check is present. If it is present, then get else print message. Meaning you are avoiding the exception, trying to avoid the exception. So quickly let me run this. No, see, no product. Product not present. Product not present. This is with respect to get. Check if optional present. Okay, check if optional present. Let's quickly look on to check if optional present. What is there? Check if optional present. So now first comment line number 104. I am so sorry participants, this is not line number 104. Comment line number 107. Okay. First 107 will be commented and then 106. So please have a look here. First what did we do? First we created an optional object with some proper values. If present, then print it. What is the condition? If present, print it. Meaning if the object is present, yes, it is present. So you have to print it. So let us check whether it's getting printed. Yes, printed. What did you print? Product dot get product name. Only one particular value. Product dot get product name. Using the getter which is present in the footer class. So here I have the getter, right? Get the product name. So via this you are printing the name. Absolutely fine. So now let's go ahead. Open case 2. Okay. Now if we go ahead. So please have a look here. So here when we are considering with respect to empty, nothing is there. So what I will print? Nothing. So that's what is here. Nothing. Present, print. Yes. If present, print. Okay, next up. Let's have a look here. Get the value. Excuse me. Get the value or else default. Get the value or else default. Let's check. Okay, so now in this case 1, first let's comment in the second one, line number 122, 123 till 125. Please make a note of this. Case 1 and here it will be from 170 till 190. Or anyways, participants hold on. You don't have to make a note of this. I have not shared the demos, no? Please give me a minute. I will be sharing this itself. After making the changes. Okay, so please take a note. Let's comment this for us to go up. And let's implement this. So first what is this? Get the value or else default. Okay. So here. Let me show you first what did we do. See, with invoke dummy method returns dummy product object as optional is empty. Then if the dummy method is there, your see dummy method is there, it will give some dummy values. That's the reason. What is it? If it is there, it will consider that or else it will go for this. Okay. So now let's go ahead quickly run this to show you the dummy object creation. 1 second. Did I call it? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't call it. Save it. See, dummy product created. Why? Because it's empty. It's empty. Suppose if I pass some values. Suppose if the product is having some proper values. So I'm going to case 2. So winding up case 1, going to case 2. Okay, please have a look here. In case 2, we are having the proper values and here I am using or else method. But please look at what method. Previously we showed usage of if present method. Okay, option 1 now it's or else method. So or returns the value, otherwise returns other. That other means dummy. Here we have the value, right? So now we should properly print the value. So it is like, okay, here it should not be the dummy product created. Okay, so it is with respect to the product of it being. Okay, so here please make a note, we have got the values. We've got the values. Okay, I think next, okay, get. Okay, next, the last one, get. Please have a look, get the value or throw an exception. Oh, you are trying to get the value or you are throwing the exception. Line number, one second, hold on guys, 142. 141. Please have a look here with respect to or else to. Here or else we saw, okay, or else through the exception, no product exception. Oh, what is no product present exception? Did we create it? Yes, it's a exception which has been created. Okay, meaning gives a defining exception, it extends the exception clause, and you have one constructor which is written, which is having one printed statement. Absolutely fine. So now let's go ahead and look on to, okay, so please have a look here. Here if it is, first case is what? This one we are commenting, that one minute. This one we are commenting and this we are writing. So please have a look, we are creating a proper one, value is present. If it is present, absolutely fine. Okay, go ahead. Absolutely present. We got the value, absolutely fine. It's present. We got the values. Whereas when we are talking with respect to, okay, MD. So now it's not there. Previously what happened? You gave some default name. But now you're, with respect to an exception, so already we are having throw. Please have a look. Product not present. You got an exception. No product present exception. Okay. No product present exception. So now having understood this, now let's quickly no product present exception. Okay. Let me go to the main. Okay, we completed all of them. So we have understood. Okay, the creation. Okay, now if you go ahead and look, it's now easier. Get converting an existing function value to its value, meaning fetching to the value. If it is not present, it throws a no element exception. Okay, next is present. Okay, after contains any value, it returns true. If there is a value present, otherwise it returns false. Similarly, now since we have addressed if present or else for the services which we have addressed. So give me a minute, I'll just strip this and send it to you because a few comments are not proper. It's already zipped one, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute, I'll be sharing them in a while. One minute next. At 4:30 we will go for a break. Are we fine, Celia? Yes. No. Okay, you should have received this demo for option classes. you come back from the break, you can execute this demo. Okay, you take a break for about 15 minutes. Okay, be back at 4:45. So we will resume. optional classes. Yes, everyone is back. Yes. Okay, good to hear that. Let's proceed then. So let me introduce you to the next concept, or the most important thing after lambda implications is strings. So now having understood that Java 8 has got a lot of features which has still in the market. Okay, which is made because of those features only it is still there in the market. Okay, now let's quickly go ahead and try to understand what has strings. Okay, give me a minute, I'm sharing my screen. So please have a look here. So here we are having something which is called, okay, but before going on to, till here we have completed. Please have a look here. Till 1.206 optional classes is what we have completed. Going on to 1.207, okay, and this quickly when we then walls here, okay, this is the another one. Just give me a second, let me open this. Yep. Please have a look. So now, see, it learns to programming lambdas, metadata along with collections. So now, having these collections concept, okay, I think all of you would have heard of collections, right? Can you just give a few glimpses on what all collections you have used, how collection is different, collections is different? Can you just give me a quick walkthrough onto that? Let me hear from you all before I start. Collections. Because see now what we are trying to do is to understand streams. Okay, that is some process which we are applying for a collection. It's a process which we are applying for a collection. And now, yeah, can I hear from you all? Collections. Not heard of it?
Yeah, collection is group of objects.
Objects, very good, the correct definition.
They contain list set.
Yes, set, okay.
data structures are
Okay. Basically, collection is a class or an interface. Collection.
Collection is interface.
Exactly. Collection is interface, whereas collections is a class. Don't have it for it, singular and plural, that's the difference, but there is not a difference. Collection is an interface, collections is a class, collections is a utility class for performing certain operations on the collection. Okay, so what are these? And let's have a quick look on to a few points before going on to the demo. Okay, see here, let me show you. There are a few demos with respect to collections as well. Please register files with respect to number 1, double 1. Okay, these three are with respect to collections exactly. Okay, so let me show you a quick walkthrough on to what is there inside this. Okay, created a list. Okay, and you can go ahead and for the collection as an interface, it is consisting of 3 interfaces again. We call them as sub interfaces. List, set, and queue. And then if you go ahead and inside them, if you go ahead and check, we have implementations of these sub interfaces. Whereas directly for the collection, we don't have the implementation. Okay, directly for the collection, we don't have the implementation. So now please have a look here. Here, list. Okay. list is the sub interface and the implementation which is being used is array list, vector. Okay, what if I just make use of new list here? See, it's not available. One minute.
और
कितना पास
जय श्री राम, सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्णा।
Just wait for it. And you're getting it. What is it?
राधे राधे सभी को।
Here, when we're talking with respect to the collection.
थैंक यू लाइव में बने रहने के लिए। जय श्री राम, सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्णा। आप सभी को स्वागत है लाइव वीडियो में। जय श्री राम, सभी को राधे राधे।
Okay, so just going ahead quickly executing, and now here you can see this is being used product ID. Product ID is used inside the column, and this was product ID 3. So when you have to respect to the product ID 3, meaning it's a linked list. Okay, let me quickly show you. Okay, how you're getting the list. And one more thing, what you have to notice here is in a list, duplicates are allowed or not allowed. List. In list, duplicates are allowed or not allowed. You can see the output here is this. Here, I am trying to insert 101, 101. And do I have both 101? Exactly. Duplicates are allowed. In list, duplicates are allowed, and you are linked to this directory. Sure. Okay, linked to this directory. Sure. Now, for you to go to array list and the vector, what you have to do is just change the name. Okay, just change the name of the list object. Okay, here it is ID 1, right? Here also you make the ID 1. Here we have just added now. Listed different ID. So it's product ID. This is the list. Then we go to set.
सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्णा, जय श्री राम।
Okay, so let me show you. Okay, let me just see hash set is an implementation class.
जय श्री राम, सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्णा। स्वागत है सभी का लाइव वीडियो में। सभी लोग जल्दी जल्दी लाइव को ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री राम।
Here you have 101 or a unique or a unique. Okay, it's 1. I'm just repeating 101 again. Okay, we have a look. Let us check whether you are getting it. Okay, did I get 101 again? Or it's eliminated? It's eliminated. We will not get it again. Why? Because duplicates are not allowed. Okay, what about if I can I have null? Can I have null? Okay, I'm passing null value. Don't pass null string and check. Okay, can I have null? Null pointer exception. Okay, null pointer exception. So yeah, ordered collection list is ordered collected. Duplicates are allowed. Okay, duplicates are allowed. Whereas set is unordered collection. Unique elements, meaning duplicates not allowed. Okay, what about map? Okay, in the map you can go ahead and over. Okay, so now
जय श्री राम, सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्णा। स्वागत है आप सभी का लाइव वीडियो में। जय श्री राम, राधे राधे।
okay, previously you were having one generic, whereas now you have two. Okay, whether it is either any combination of that. So if you can clear it is integer, string, integer, string, integer, any combination of that. But remember, key and value. Key will have the having those unique values, whereas value can be duplicated. And now, if you can also remember, one more thing what you have to focus is in set and list. Okay, in set and list you are making use of the add method. See, add method. Okay, in the set and in list you are making use of add method, whereas in map you have put method. You have put method because a map does not come inside the same collection interface hierarchy. No, it's separated. Okay, map interface hierarchy that is quite different. Okay, so you have to have the put method. Let me quickly run show you. See the printing how it is done. Please have a look here. Let me show you ID. The ID is aspects from the first. So you can see when printing as well. For each method, I will explain that again. Not to worry, this is in order for traversing through the map of collection, both the places. Okay, now having understood this, let's go ahead and continue with the streams. Now what are we doing? Adding to the collection, okay, you will be performing some operation on the collection. Okay, you will be performing some operation on the collection. So please have a look here. See, method added in collection interface in Java 8. Okay, method added in collection interface in Java 8. Why stream API for processing the data, and what is that method? See, stream method. Okay, it's the stream method, and how do we do it? Okay, so see, sequence of objects is used to process a collection of objects. Sequence of objects used to process a collection of objects. Absolutely fine. So now please go ahead. Let's see how we are doing this. Because first, now like how do we understand optional clauses for creation as they said? First, let us see the creation first. Creation. Okay, before we are talking about the creation, few features I will discuss. Okay, and streams are not collections. Please make a note here, but they are a wrapper over collection objects. Okay, they are wrapper over the collection objects. So when we are discussing with respect to this stream, please make a note here, participants. Here it comes to the point that is stream. Streams are not collections, and if you go and look at the features, please have a look at stream is not a data structure. Okay, a stream is not a data structure. So when we are discussing with respect to the stream, please make a note. Okay, we are just using this for the processing. Okay, we are just using this for the processing. Okay, so when we are talking with respect to the streaming of data, okay, meaning we are creating the stream only to process the connections. So the example of the input to the stream is a collection. See, input, okay, it takes input from a collection, collections or IDs. Stream does not change the original data structure. Suppose it is taking the input from a collection. No, it does not change the collection. Okay, it does not change the collection. Okay, it does not change the original data structure. Simply have a look. They only provide the result as the pipeline methods. Okay, next. Meaning, what is this pipeline method? I will be talking about that in my program. Next, once a stream is processed, cannot be revisited. Very, very, very important. This is very, 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 very important. Okay, once the stream is processed, it cannot be revisited. Okay, each intermediate operation is lazily executed and returns a stream as a result. Why do I call this as lazily executed? I will talk about that later. Okay, many some technical things. But remember one thing, it returns the stream as a result. Every pipeline operation in stream returns a stream itself. Okay, next up. Intermediate operations can be pipeline. Terminal operations mark the end of the stream. Terminal marks the end of the stream. Absolutely fine. And returns the result. Streams works perfectly with lambdas. They do not store. Okay, streams do not store its elements, meaning it will be having only the temporary data. Okay, meaning it is only as the processing part. Okay, for the processing part. And now, so since streams are immutable, streams are not reusable. Streams are immutable, meaning cannot be changed. Streams are not reusable. Streams are easily parallelizable. So having kept few points, the remaining point will discuss later. But I want you to first have one thing: input is collection, does not change the original data structure, cannot be revisited. These 3 points will go ahead. Remaining will come back. Okay, streams cannot be revisited. Keep that in mind. Let's quickly go ahead and look on to the stream creation. So please have a look here. So here we have different ways. So all these methods, see, everything is simple. Don't worry why so many methods are there. It is simple, but you need to understand that properly. That's it. Okay. So the different ways, we are showing you the different ways. You can see 8, number here, indicating that it is with respect to the 8 items. That's it. Okay, different ways. So, please have a look here. Create a stream from collection 1. Okay, create a stream from collection 1, and now let's see here. Creating a stream from collection 1, implementing stream method. Okay, so what is this? First one, let's go ahead. So please have a look here. Now what is there? This is for list. Create the stream from using a list. There, see here, this is a list. You have created new string. So meaning a string array. A string array, yes. Okay. Now you can consider these are the different elements in the string array, and you are converting them to a list. Okay. String of array string being converted into a list. And now what is list? This is nothing but a collection. This is nothing but a collection. So when we are considering this, so here please make a note. Okay. So what is the name of the collection? Product names. So we are using a method which is called as strings. Okay. So product names dot string. Okay. Product names dot string, and then here stream of product names. Oh, once you created the string, you are giving it a name to the string. So what we have obtained is the string. Okay, and what type it is? String. Okay, what type it is? String. And please make a note here. Now we are making use of the for each method to print the elements of the string. We are making use of the for each method to print the elements of the string. Okay, so how? Same way, okay, that is we have used the lambda expression already, you know. Okay, the same thing we are using. And what we are looking out to here, please make a notice. Given a list, converted that into a string. Okay, using which method? String. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look the execution. So please have a look. We have passed the connection. So please have a look here. See, this is with respect to which method? Using stream method. Using stream method. Similarly, by done for this, you will go ahead and do it for set. Same way, but this is set. This is set. Okay, this with respect to the set. Same way, same stream method only. Stream method only use for display. Okay. Now next for map. Okay, so please have a look here. So now when we're talking with respect to the map, no, see here, look at in the generic only you are seeing. Okay, with respect to the generic again, you have two texts, one for the key and one for the value. Now here comes the point. When we are talking, okay, when we are talking with respect to a stream, okay, after when it is with respect to the map, no, one thing each pair in the map, okay, meaning the key value pair in the map is being extracted as a set. Okay, is extracted as a set. That's the reason you can do this here. Say products dot increase text dot string. Because you are obtaining the set is for that you are applying. Okay, meaning you are extracting the each pair as a entry. Okay, and that's the reason entry set method is being used here. And you can say it is Java represented map. When you go to the map, we have to say return the set view of the map contained in this map. Okay, so what are it is set view. Okay, meaning okay, it is considering the key and the value. Considering the key and the value. Now having understood that, so here we are using the college for printing. Absolutely fine. Okay, let me show you quickly with respect to the stream from map. First one I showed you. I'm just going quickly to the 1.2. No, Okay, save this. See? Here it is. Okay, now come to the set. See here? See? From the entry, get the key first, and from the entry, get the value. Okay? So it is based on every entry. Okay, based on every entry which is being. Okay? Next. So please have a look here. From individuals. Okay, creating stream from individuals. Meaning, instead of considering another collection on the side, now we are considering a group. Okay, we are considering a group and in that, okay, but not stream method. Please all of you notice still. Now this one using the stream method. Creation of the stream using the stream method. But now I am telling that we are using stream dot off. Creating a stream from individual values. Okay, stream dot off, and you are passing the individual values here. Okay, and you give it the name to it, and you just put it. Okay, you are just printing. Okay, hold back. You just printing it, and just make it how do you print it, and you just quickly everything over there. Okay, but by the way, instead of me being so quick, but let me have a word to it. Now it's mine, Siddha. Can I hear from you all? Are we fine clear before we proceed to the next concept? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, because see, streams is a very important concept. Further going on, all we have is to streams, the development is available. So, I want you to be clear in this step itself. So, in streams, okay, so we use it with respect to the off method. Okay, so let's quickly mark that. Okay, yes, we got them. Okay, from individual values. Okay, and next from array. Okay, so same way but different approaches. I mean, the same, whatever you're producing and deliver in different ways is a stream itself, but different ways. Okay, different ways. Okay, is all just a stream method. Off method is what we are looking at now. Can we use off method even for arrays as well? Yes. Please array has been created here. A string array has been created here, and you are making use of okay, making use of stream dot off product product is the string which is being string which is there here, and later here we convert. Now we are using the iterator. But one more thing before I proceed, please hold on. We printed all these programs. See, here you are getting with respect to the okay, with respect to these values, right? See, each and everything is picked up as a string, laptop, camera, TV, phone, all the four values are absolutely fine. But what is this? I want to print it again. Please have a look at. I am just printing it again. Same, whatever is there in line number 99. I am doing the same thing in one of them. Okay? So please have a look. I'm just going to get you. Once again, to check if it's the correct method. Yes. Oh, I got an exception here. What is it? See here? I got the value. That's absolutely fine. But why please have a look here. Please have a look. Here. Printed one. Absolutely fine. Got the result. But when I am printing it earlier and not using the result. It's showing the E is the exception. Stream already.
Because we are stream dot off
All this image. Okay, so we're not talking about just specifically off method. Okay, I'm just talking about the stream here. Let it be any stream. Okay, so I'm just talking about the features. The features. I hope you can figure it. Once the stream is processed, cannot be reinstated. Okay? And one more thing, it's not simply with respect to the off-limit. Any stream you take is immutable. Okay, any stream if you're using any type of computer, they are immutable. Whereas now, what we are discussing here is, with respect to the feature number 3, okay, that is once a stream is being processed, cannot be reinstated. Meaning, once I have used a stream for a particular purpose, I cannot reuse it. What was the purpose which I used? Printing. Okay, that's why what was in the for each. Okay, what was the stream? Product name. I have processed it. I cannot process it again.
जय श्री राम सभी को राधे राधे, जय कृष्णा।
The stream is already closed.
स्वागत है आप सभी के लाइव वीडियो में। जय श्री राम।
Clear? Okay. One more thing is that, if it is a non-terminal operation, meaning you are doing one more non-terminal operation by trying to get a
Yes. No.
in that case, yes.
Until the internet operation we do some value and we are using the value again for using operation.
And then you can do. And then you can do. Okay. If others are not getting the point, what we discussed, you are not to worry, that is the next step. Non-terminal operations, we will be discussing there. Okay, that is what is, whatever you add, this comes under pipeline. I think they have told about pipeline in the features. One second. Here, intermediate operations can be pipeline. Okay, so, okay. And that's what this is. Okay, one more thing is that intermediate operations are also called as non-terminal operations. Okay, so yes, not to worry, we will discuss the function with stream creation as well. Okay, so now going ahead, yeah.
Are you going to prepare?
And this is the same way as we have done. Okay, same way as we have done. But, okay, directly the array is there.
What are you planning for?
You are given the individual values. We have that away. And one more thing, instead of for it, you have given iterator. Absolutely fine. So this you will be executing. Going ahead to the next one. Directly I can pass the array in arrays is not stream method. Okay, the stream only, but using the utility class arrays. Now, arrays, collection, all the utility classes. Pavita, now this is an ID source.
तेरे मेरे शहरों में क्या रास्ता है?
Just show you whether you're getting zero or not.
अब जाने बंद करने में मोबाइल बैठ रखा।
हाँ मोबाइल बहुत
Okay, how is
जय श्री राम सभी को राधे राधे, जय श्री कृष्णा। लाइव को यहीं एंड करते हैं, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट लाइव वीडियो में। तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, राधे राधे सभी को, बाय बाय। जय श्री बाय।